Yo, what's up, y'all? Mike from Boston Card Exchange. We back at it. What you're looking at is, maybe exactly what it looks like to you. This is a monster box full of just autographs. This is just autographs. I got this in a collection that I bought recently. This piece was consigned, but from a guy who's a huge, huge autograph collector. And it's not even just this box. This is one monster box. There's another monster box full, and then there's three smaller two-row boxes. This guy was a massive, massive autograph collector. There are thousands in here. So this is mostly a first look for me. I couldn't really come to what I thought was a fair number on this because the value in here just fluctuates massively, and I couldn't really go through all thousands of these, and you cannot comp that stuff out in front of someone. So I wanted to make sure I wasn't lowballing and big, and I want to make sure that I also wasn't way paying over at the same time, because you can still make that mistake and get kind of you can kind of hose yourself on that a little bit too. So this was the arrangement we came to. Was we're going to consign this whole thing in a percentage, and then anything I pull out of here that like makes sense to list individually, we're just going to split 50-50. So this is like, I've gone through it a little bit. There's some nice stuff in here. I've seen it, but this is still mostly a first look because I didn't have, this guy had a massive collection. I didn't have time to go through every single box he had and go through it in detail. And that's kind of why we're doing this video here. But yeah, man, this is a treat. We'll get started. This is a treat. This is like basic. Here we go. We already found a Hall of Famer, Jim Cott, right there. That one we'll have to look up. That will go in the lookup pile. But like, this is kind of like the reason why there's Paul Konerko right there. I didn't even know. I just pulled out a few to like throw it on top of the box to make it like look a little better. But that's a Paul Konerko. That's got to be from his rookie year when he was in the minors. That could even be a pre-rookie. But this is sweet. If you're a '90s kid like me, Troy Glossman, dude, we're like already pulling stuff out. But that's LK line. I didn't even know. I just pulled up, just like sprayed them on the top to be like, hey, this is what you're looking at, is a ton of autographs. But here's another Jim Cott. We'll make a Jim Cott lot. So yeah, this is such a treat to be able to do this. Like, this is why I like doing this, and why I do, why you do what you do, Steve Garvey, is because you get to like go through collections like this and just pull out cool item after cool item. That is Zach Greinke. This is, maybe I should just paid him what he asked for. As a Joey Gallo RPA. Dude, this is gonna add up. I probably should have just paid the guy what he asked for, but whatever. Juan Gonzalez, dude, hell yeah. I mean, I don't know what Juan Gon goes for. That could be like $5. That could be 20. I have no idea. Kirk Gibson, he won an MVP. There's just some nice stuff in here. Yeah, if I miss anything, guys, please let me know, because I'm going to be doing this for way too long, and my head is going to be spinning by the time I'm done with this. So we will see. God, Eric Gagne. It's out of 50. I don't even know. What year is that? I can't really tell. We'll find it later. But the Pedro Guerrero, man, Jaime Garcia, look at that. I don't think he's probably worth a couple bucks, but I remember he was, man, Guidry. But Jaime Garcia was on plenty of my fantasy teams. But I mean, this is, man, Doc Gooden, jeez. This is why you do it. Like, to be able to go through a collection like this and just, get to have some fun and see what someone else is collecting, and be able to make the decisions on all the surprises that you get to see as you go through here. But these are just cool. Go with Steve Garvey's sweet spot. Why not? Jason Giambi. I think those are probably just like a couple bucks. Doc Gooden again. This is either going to be awesome or, Ken Griffey Sr. He's still probably pretty good though. That would have been sick if that was a Ken Griffey Jr. That would have been a very, very nice pickup. But yeah, man, God, Bob Gibson. Jeez. Alex Gordon, man, he had a nice career. He had a couple All-Star teams. Might as well look him up. Alberto Gonzalez, I don't know that guy. Brian Goodwin, no idea. So like, most of those guys we just want to skip over because they don't really matter a whole lot. And you gotta focus your time. Is that freaking Delano DeShields? Let's get out of here. You gotta focus your time on, the stuff that makes sense. But there's just some very cool Giovanni Carrado, man. Talk about a guy who was on my fantasy team too many times. But yeah, this guy, I'm sure this thing is gonna be packed with like, is that Dustin Hoffman? Dustin Hermanson. There we go. Whitey Herzog. I could see that being something. Jose Fernandez, Keith Hernandez, dude, hell yeah. I bet you that's like 10, $20. I mean, a lot of these guys you'd be surprised to go for much like autographs are very surprising. Sometimes they go for way less than you would think. So a Hershiser, and sometimes they go for way more. Like that Hershiser could be $10, but if he doesn't sign much, it can be over 100. Like I had this Hideo Nomo autograph that I got through the mail when I was a kid. It's like for a second, no, it's Kansas City. Never mind. Just Billy Hamilton, cool. Oh, whatever. Look him up. I used to do like through the mail autographs when I was a kid, and I had a Hideo Nomo. What is Frank Howard? I had a Hideo Nomo autograph that like I kind of, for me, was kind of like an afterthought because I was like, yo, Nomo had a good career, but like he wasn't a Hall of Famer or anything. And like a lot of the Hall of Fame guys, like through the mail, even after they're authenticated, were only like 10 or $20. So I was like, yo, this guy's not gonna be anything. And then I look it up, and he was going for over $100 as just a in-person / through the mail autograph when it was authenticated by PSA. And that was really just because, I mean, he has a lot of demand. He was a very popular player, but not like so much where he's some huge superstar level guy. Like he's certainly not an icon level, but he doesn't sign much. So all of that demand that's out there gets focused on the cards of his that are available. And then all of a sudden his autograph, instead of it being 10 or $20, is worth 100. So that's like one of the really surprising things about autographs. And that's one of the reasons why it can be very hard to price these things accurately right off the top, because it's Matt Holiday being something. Cole Hamels, man, I should just pay this guy what he wanted. I think I would have done very well doing that, but whatever. It'll still be fun this way. I protected my ass by just going on this route in 50-50 because like I need to be buying other things than this. But yeah, I can't be spending days just going through. As fun as this is, I can't be spending days and days going through, $5 autos and $2 autos. Like I have other people I need to meet with this week. As much as I want to just do this all week, or for the next couple of days, I'm just not gonna have time. I have other things I need to do, but yeah, man, this is so cool to be able to do. Orlando Hudson, Mike Hampton, like all these guys had careers. But I can tell you, like a lot of these ones, like these, Leaf. This is not current Leaf for any of you guys to collect right now. This is like 90s Leaf when it was very popular. But like a lot of these Leaf cards, these guys all had careers and are good players. But like, I had stacks of these growing up. I shouldn't say stacks. When I was a kid, it felt like stacks. I probably had like 20 of them because my dad let me get like a box one time. But now they're just worth $1 or $2 a piece, and it's hard to list that stuff on eBay just because it goes for, for the amount it goes for and the amount of work you got to put in. You really got to think about like these ones. I have a ton of the Leaf Signature Series. Beautiful autographs, and there can be some surprises in there with what guys go for, but you gotta be strategic about how you spend your time. Todd Helton, man, just got in the Hall of Fame. I wonder what Helton goes for. I feel like I don't see him sign. I don't know. We'll get there. What we got next? Ryan Howard and Charles Thomas. Man, Ryan Howard had a 50 home run season, at least one. Brock Holt. It's a Red Sox guy. Aaron Hicks. Kevin Herrera. Trevor Hoffman, there we go. I should probably pull out this Ryan Howard. That's a sick one. I mean, it's probably worth like $20, but it's worth it to look it up. Hillenbrand. Wilson Herrera, Liam Hendricks. God, this is such a cool collection. The real nightmare part of this, it's not a nightmare, it's a good problem to have. All right, so this row's done. Is going to be, so this is a nice box right here, but this guy has a box, no lie, that is all this, like in-person autographs, like unsleeved, with no top loaders basically in the entire thing, and you can fit, and it's in a monster box. So it's basically just like cards that have autographs on them, and you can fit what, like 3,000 regular cards in a monster box. Like, so that one alone is gonna have like 3,000 cards that I need to go through, and that is gonna take so long to get through. And like, I don't even know what you can get for those, because like I have a lot kind of like this of autographs. It's got like a couple hundred, and I'm trying to sell it for like $1 a card basically, and they're all authenticated. They're not through the mail, they're not anything, and I'm listing them for $1, and they're not selling, and they've been listed for months, and I'm not even getting any offers on it, which that was like one of the other reasons why I couldn't make what I thought was a good offer. Because if you're looking at a box with like 3,000 autographs and you haven't gone through the process of selling them before, I wouldn't blame anybody for doubting me and looking at me and being like, bro, you're a dealer that's trying to screw me over. Why would I believe you that these things are only worth like 10? Look at that, Adrian Beltre. Dodgers, dude, this is sick. That is sweet. 97, I think his rookie card, I don't think it's 97. I think it might be a 96, but we gotta look down on Vita Blue. Dude, there's some heat in here, man. But like, I wouldn't blame anybody for being like, yo, this box is 3,000 autographs. How are you going to tell me that's only worth maybe a couple $100? Like, I have no idea. Oh, Dick Allen, there you go. I have no idea what those would go for, because they're mostly random guys with cards that are like Reggie Jackson. Jeez, dude. Sign it, man, I remember him. Mostly with guys that are fairly anonymous. This box is better. This is much better stuff than it's in that box. But like, mostly anonymous guys with cards that are in like VG to EX condition, and I can't get certified cards pulled from packs for $1. So those, I'm like, dude, those could, what, a quarter maybe? Like if it went for 10 cents, I wouldn't be surprised. Like, if I auctioned that thing and we got 10 cents a card out of it, like, I'd be a bit it'd be disappointing, but I wouldn't be shocked by any stretch. And I was like, dude, like, I want to give you a number that you think is commensurate to, you know, all the time that was spent acquiring these and what you think they should go for. But like, I don't think I'm gonna be able to tell you, hey, it's possible we only get $300 out of this, without saying, hey, I'm gonna take on the risk with you. Like, that was an important part for me to be like, hey, look, we're gonna, I'll look into this thing later, whatever's in there. I was like, I had to go through it with you. Like, I can't just stand there and be like, hey, trust me, or take it or leave it. Like, that's just not really a fair way to deal with people, if you ask me. So, man, how much can Tommy John really go for? Andre Jones. Is that 95? I think his rookie's 95. Yeah, it's 95. I just get in the shot. Yeah, 95 would be a rookie. Jeez, man. So like, that was like part of the reason why like I also didn't buy it, is because I was like, dude, I just cannot. I don't think there's any way I'm gonna be able to give you a number that you will forget. Dude, we're just like coming up on Hall of Fame. Baldo, man, I remember him. I'm sure he's like $2 now, but he was good. But yeah, there was really no bump in the camera bump. I just didn't really see a way that we're gonna come to like a good agreement that would make, you know, the seller happy. So I was like, hey, let's just do it this way and, you know, wipe our hands with it, and we're gonna share in the profits. And I think a lot of the times it's a good way to go. I don't know, who the hell is this guy? It looks old. This is one where it's like, this guy just looks old and I don't know who he is. So I'm like, all right, I'll look up George Kell. God, this stack is getting big. All right. Oh, nice. Just top loaders. Okay, good. Enough reason not to buy everything, because then you come up on stacks like this where there's nothing in there. It's just top loaders. Okay. Fine. This is really interesting stuff. I wonder, I feel like this is kind of stuff that, like, if I had a bigger following, maybe someday, but if I had a larger following, like some of the other guys online, that it would be a good idea to put this stuff on Whatnot and do it there. Dave Kingman, Ian Kinsler, man, he was good. Had him a bunch of times in fantasy. Amazing second baseman. Gabe Kapler on the Red Sox. What up? Scott Carl. I don't know. Jim Cott, another Hall of Famer. We got a few Jim Cotts now. Maybe make a lot out of that. Jimmy Key. Bobby Kielty. Paul Konerko again. Dude, I could see the Konerko even being like $5. Like, who knows? Like, depends. It's gonna depend on how much he signs. Like, I'm pretty sure he's not a Hall of Famer. I think he was like very good, but he wasn't like that good. He didn't have that big of a career. And Matt Kemp, what do we got here? That's a sick. Oh, John Kruk. He's a popular player, man. I could see him like, you know, maintaining his popularity more than some other guys after his career because of, you know, his personality and, you know, media positions that he's had. Howard Johnson, Matt Joyce, Desmond Jennings, Johnson. Who is this? Garrett Jones, Andrew Knapp, Tony Camp. All right, well, this is I guess is the lesser side of, oh, baby, Fred Lynn. That is sweet. Dude, he could be $10. That guy, if you ask me, should be in the Hall of Fame. He won the MVP his rookie year. Mickey Lolich, that's sweet. He's Hall of Fame? I don't think he's Hall of Famer. He's like, I think for a while, he was Mickey Lolich, he was like the all-time leader in strikeouts by a left-handed pitcher. I don't think he is anymore, but the guy only made like a couple All-Star teams, like isn't in the Hall of Fame. There's a lot of guys that like aren't in the Hall of Fame that are very surprising that I feel like should be, but just aren't in there. Man. Sparky Lyle, does he matter? Or is he just on the Yankees? I'm like, what do I want to do with this? Do I want to put this on eBay or do I want to just like try to give this to a dealer? Or do I want to take it to a show with me? Maybe. I am looking now at attending shows as a seller. So maybe that was Kenny Lofton. Dude, I remember like Kenny Lofton stuff in like the mid '90s was going for like a lot of money. Like he was stealing tons of bases at the time, and was a very, very popular player. Like I remember he was like one of the more expensive guys in the mid '90s for baseball. But like this would be great stuff to take to a show, but this would also just take so long to sell through. But yeah, I'd like love to like throw down the box and just be like, yo guys, make offers. Go look through it. Oh man, look at that stack in the back again. All right, well this will make the job quicker at least. And look, another reason why, you know, be very intentional with what you put offers in on and what you don't, because that can happen where, yeah, there you go. Wow, look at that. It's like a quarter of a row again. Didn't have anything in it. All right, well, good. This will be a bit of a quicker scan than I thought. Brian Matters. Mike Montgomery. Maybe we'll be able to bring you guys more videos then. Mitch Moreland. You can see the signatures right. Logan Morrison. Dave Magadan. Mike McFarland. Edgar Martinez, dude. Nice. Another guy where like, dude, these Hall of Famers surprise you sometimes. Sometimes they're just worth $10, and other times when they don't sign much or have a surprisingly dedicated following, they're worth like 100. But I don't think Edgar's gonna be one of those guys, but definitely a very cool card to pull. What is this one on the side? That's interesting. What do we got? Ooh, Ryan Howard, what up? All right, we'll look at Ryan Howard. He was a big slugger for a while. He's a guy that I would bet is in that like 10 to 20 range, but again, you never know. That's what eBay's for. This one is stuck to the back. So got Mark Malaska and Matt Manti. I don't know. So I remember, dude, I have tons of these autos. These Bowman Best autos. These are gorgeous. Like my dad bought me a box at a show one time and just ripped the whole thing and then autographed like every pack. It was amazing. Like when you're like 12, oh, Minnie Minoso, check that out. Joe Mauer. Ooh, this is good. He just made the Hall of Fame. What year is this? 04. Okay, so not a rookie auto, but still pretty early. There's Nomar Mazzara. Okay, whoever that is. Trey Mancini. He's active. That's good. Those guys that are active have tons of signatures out there. They just sign so much. Gotta put something in the packs. Yeah, back to what I was saying, those Bowman's Best autographs. Like when you're a kid, like most of those autographs like, aren't worth anything now. They would go into a bulk lot like this. But when you're a kid, I mean, those guys were active too, so they still had some, you know, career potential and rope left in them. But it's Denny McClain. He won a Cy Young, I think. He was a big player, but he was also, I heard, a D-bag. Tim McCarver, what up? Jack Morris. JD Martinez, nice. That's a nice little patch we got. Nick Markakis up. Yachty. Oh, man. Sorry, guys. You're getting distracted. There's so much good stuff in here. But yeah, when you're a kid, you're kind of like, you know, what's the you know, it's a dollar autograph. You don't really care. You're looking at it like, oh man, he could be anything. And oh, Joe Morgan, damn. And you know, you just think autographs are cool. So when you're just like ripping a box and having a good time like that, it's awesome. So those Bowman's best autographs always kind of remind me of that. Dustin McGowan. Jack McDowell, he was very good in the 90s. Is that one? Yeah. Oh no, it's a. What that one? Tug McGraw. Dib Morero. Who's this? Who is this guy featured? Kettle Marte. Ooh, nice. Joe Musgrove. Manuel Margot. Colin McHugh. Dixon Machado. What year is this? 15, okay. Bruce Maxwell. Will Myers. Monday, yes. Some of these, oh, Brian McCann, what's up? Some of these guys, man, they just start out so they have like these really promising early careers, and they just don't. Like they get good, but they don't take off, and then when they retire, their prices, man, that is cool. Another Brian McCann. Their prices just tank. It's just really interesting how that happens. Like a lot of these guys are just gonna be worth a couple bucks, which is nice and it adds up, but you have to be very careful with how you spend your time doing it and listing it. Don't know what that was attached to. Oh, cool. All right, well, we'll hold on to that and make sure we find what that was attached to. That if it was, you know, the SGC, the authenticity we had there. Male. Dave McLeod. What's up? Dave McNally. McLemore, Al McCray, Gilmesh, Marty Marion, Jake McGee. Yeah, what a box this is. Okay, almost done. Try Morton, Jason Mott, Mike Moustakas, man, he was a big time prospect. Aaron Miles, Matt McBride, Mike Munoz, Rob Myers, love these things. Ted Eric Milton, Chuck McElroy, Joe McGrain, Gary Matthews, Kendry Morales, man, he was big. Mike Morgan, Matt Morris, Mike Myers, Mike Morse, Luke Montz, Henry Mejia, Melky Mesa. Who's this? Melvin Moore, what's up? Greg Myers, Jamie Moore, Mark Mulder, nice. Gene Michael, Victor Martinez. Man, he was so good. Mike Mustino got Hall of Fame. There we go. Brett Myers, man, he was excellent. I'm curious to know who this Myers is because he was a guy that was amazing when he was playing in a few All-Star teams, had him in fantasy a bunch of times, but not a Hall of Famer. Didn't hit that next level of stardom, and I bet you it's worth a couple bucks. Man, that was a cool box. We have a real nice stack of stuff that we're gonna look into now. All of this, man. DeAndre Nevada. Oh no, excuse me. We're not done. This was not part. This is not part of the stack that I was saving yet. We got to finish this off. Hold on.